Hi guys, it's Wendy here from Wendy Wise Beauty, and again this week I am perfume furious. I am back into a perfume mood. I have not done many perfume videos lately. Today I am going to review for you guys this new fragrance from Initio which came out this month. Guys, I do have a lot to say about this fragrance, so this one it is going to be a very exciting video. Anyway guys, I would just like to say, for those of you who are my returning subscribers, thank you so very much for supporting me over this last couple of years. For those of you who are here for the first time, welcome to Wendy Wise Beauty. On this channel, I do everything having to do with beauty, especially perfumes, makeup, and skincare. I do consider myself to be a perfume collector. I do have a huge collection, and I am especially proud of my vintage collection of perfumes. So I hope you will find something on this channel which interests you and you would consider subscribing, giving me a thumbs up, and sending me some comments. This fragrance, it dropped here in Europe this month. It has been available for purchase since last week, at least here in Germany. It is called Narcotic Delight, and this comes in the normal Initio fragrance packaging. It is just that it is purple, and this is what it looks like, and this is the packaging of the fragrance, same packaging as the others. Actually, nowadays, guys, all of the perfume producers, are using this packaging. Even the budget fragrances are using this. I assume this is made by, I would say, one producer, you know, like zippers, and everyone just prints their design on there. It makes it a little bit boring, but it is the juice in the bottle that we are after. Anyway, this is Narcotic Delight. I must say the color of the bottle, it is different. I don't have any fragrances in my collection which are packaged in this, what would you call this? Purple, purple. But anyway, I find it to be beautiful. Narcotic Delight, it was described, or it is described, as a sensual shot of provocation. I bought this blind due to the notes. They looked so interesting, and I noticed in the notes for Narcotic Delight there was also this note called head wine. This is a note that Initio uses in a lot of their fragrances. This is also included in MUSK therapy from Initio, and I love this note so much. For those of you who are not familiar with head wine, it imparts this fresh floral accord. It has a bit of a jasmine aroma, and it also has such you would say green nuances. It is very intoxicating, very delicious, scrumptious, and Initio is one of these companies that tend to add head wine in their fragrances. So when I saw this was in the top note, I decided to get this blind because I had it in my head cherry, black pepper, and head wine. It sounds like something that I would love. I was a bit apprehensive due to the cognac notes, and I did read on some perfume sites that there were a lot of individuals comparing this fragrance to Angel Share, which is a fragrance I do not like because I find it to be overtly masculine, and this boozy note in Angel Share, after a while it smells, you know, like a stale bar when it's cold and the whole warmth and atmosphere has gone out. I did not like Angel Share, and therefore I was a little bit scared about this one, but thank God it is different. Narcotic Delight, yeah, this sensual shot of provocation. I will now go into the notes with you guys in a bit more detail. The top note of this fragrance, it is cherry, pink pepper, and black pepper. I have been wearing this fragrance for over a week, so I have been wearing this long enough, multiple times, spent time with this fragrance that I can really give you guys a thorough review of the scent. The opening of this fragrance, it is very pronounced in that it has a lot of cherry combined with this heady notes and also with pink pepper. I do not find the opening of this fragrance to be too spicy. Guys, I do say heady on, some people do say head wine. It is a name depending on where you come from in the world, which is the way it is pronounced. Even though there is a huge dose of cherry in the opening, it is not abrasive, it is not sharp. It is not a very young and synthetic cherry aroma. In the opening of this fragrance, I do not sense the black pepper very much, and the tobacco is also in the opening, not yet present. What is really delicious and yummy and scrumptious in this opening, it is the cherry combined with the heady notes. This is really a heavenly opening to a fragrance. It is really addictive. The opening note of the fragrance, it does not linger very much. And I mean, it is so delicious. I would have wanted to keep it a bit longer. The fragrance quickly evolves, and then you have the cognac, and it is in the heart note of the fragrance where the hedione is placed, but this note is there right when this fragrance it is sprayed. I am very happy that I do not get a lot of this cognac in this fragrance. Had it been there and had it been stronger, I probably would not have loved this fragrance as much as I do. I mean, scent is relative, and sometimes we do smell different things, but this fragrance, it is not as boozy as you would say Angel Share. When a fragrance has too much of a boozy note and it gets a couple hours later, you can say when it has been on the chemistry for some time, it can smell and get cloying. This is not the case with this fragrance. It is in the dry down phase of this fragrance where the tobacco accord really comes out. The vanilla, it is not too pronounced. I think the vanilla acts to balance the tobacco, so this scent is really wearable. A lot of tobacco fragrances, they are beautiful, but you have to be very careful wearing them, or a lot of times for women, yeah, if you like your fragrances unisex, leaning more towards feminine fragrances, a lot of tobacco fragrances are just not wearable. The tobacco in this fragrance, it is very, I would say it is soft, it is well blended, it is controlled. The opening of the fragrance, it is very, I would say, feminine. If you were just to spray this fragrance and it did not say that it is a unisex fragrance and the fragrance was not given enough time to react on the skin, most people would never think of this as a unisex fragrance. The fragrance has a very feminine opening and the dry down is more masculine. It is the exact opposite of GUERLAIN Tobacco Honey. The opening of this one is very masculine and the dry down of that fragrance is more feminine unisex. This is not very masculine in a way that you would say that women cannot wear this fragrance, but this masculine unisex touch comes in the dry down of the fragrance. It starts a bit in the heart note, but it is really present in the dry down. Also, when the fragrance is sprayed, it could be that one would think this is a fragrance which is beast mode too potent, but it quickly mellows down. And then I would say this fragrance in terms of sillage, it is more moderate, I would say a bit above moderate. My final thoughts on Narcotic Delight. This is a beautiful fragrance, but it is not for everyone. This is a fragrance which it needs to be tried, and it needs to be tried on the skin. You need to spend time with it and then decide. The opening of this fragrance will cause a lot of people to buy this blind, especially if you test it on a swab and they may not necessarily like it on the skin because it is different in the dry down. I probably would not wear this if I'm going to the theater where you are sitting very close to other people, but this does not project so much. I can see myself wearing this to dinner and also to the office. I will get quite a bit of wear out of this one. I definitely say to try this and allow it to remain on the skin for a long time, because the opening is so much different than the dry down of this fragrance. It says it is a unisex scent, but some might find it, especially the dry down, to be too masculine. And those who are looking for a masculine scent may find this at times to be a bit too, I would say, feminine, especially the opening of this fragrance. Do I like this? I love this fragrance. I find myself spraying this fragrance just so I can get a good dose of this yummy opening. Initio is not sold in a lot of places and you do have to get it online, but I was told that they are selling sample or small sizes. I have not seen this in Germany. My review of GUERLAIN Tobacco Honey is coming up soon. This fragrance, it is a tobacco fragrance, but it is a bit more complex than this Initio Narcotic Delight, and it also has a honey note, which is quite unusual. So I will be posting this one soon. I hope I can have this up by next week for you guys. Anyway, take care. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and hope to see you again soon on my channel. Tschüss!